So again, if the saddle is out of placement, but if the saddle is here, your billet's going to go back. If your saddle is here and too wide, that's your rule of thumb. But if I had to, the issues that this saddle has in length are mitigated by the correct width, the panel contact, and the fact that it doesn't stop the hind leg. You can't have it.
I have another one I can talk to you about.
Okay. Questions? Let's look at the jumping saddle real quick. So again, shape of top line, length of head, tree width. You're pretty symmetrical. You're wide on both sides. Okay, what do we think? Yeah, definitely a jumper. All right, so here, it's interesting, it has a little bit of a bridge back here, but not here. And it's difficult to get your hand through here, but where the panel pressure is also a little farther back than we would like to have it. What size is this seat? It's 17. Well, if I go to the very, 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 very front of the nail and the very, 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 very back of the candle, I can make it 17 and a half. So now that's what I said, it's kind of a sliding scale because it depends upon the angle of the candle, how wide the gummy is here, because there's quite a bit. So if you actually go down to the structure of the saddle, the structure of the saddle is at the back of the candle. And these are made by people, so where this nail goes in can vary slightly. So it's plausible, but it's, I mean, if it's the difference between a 16 and a half and a 17 and a half, you have to look a little, but the difference between a 17 and a 17 and a half, if you go the maximum length, but in this particular saddle, because it's got extra foam in the seat, it will make the saddle measure without a body in it a little smaller, but it's the hardest part of the candle is at the very back of it. So, okay, I'll go with that. There is more pressure on the outside of the panel than the inside towards the spine, but there is contact from the inside to the outside. So by the time you add a rider, you're still going to have more pressure on the outside, but it's not as bad as the other one. With a foam panel, in particular, it is important to make sure that the panel angle looks like the horse, because the foam is not going to move like a flocked panel. I would prefer to not have the rider back here. I would prefer to have the rider further forward, but that's going to be a saddle length distance. Okay, any questions on this one? Does he ever jump with the rider on him, or just like out of the pasture?
No, he sort of jumps with the rider.
Okay. Well, All right. And then last one with this horse. Yes, I know it's... Hi, sweetie. You're being very good. What do we think about the balance of this one? Straighten your head out. Straighten your neck out. There you go. Come on. This is your final exam now. Yeah. Okay, so number one, in the structure of the head, it's long. So it's longer than the pony, horse. It bridges badly. I can put my whole hand under here, even with, yeah. It's nice that the panel is short, so it's not extending as far back as the other one, but because it's an older saddle, as I said, as they've come along and they've had improvements in saddle fitting and saddle making, in this particular saddle's case, it's good in the front, but it narrows to the back. And because the panel contact is not so great, it really concentrates the force here. So this is too straight, it bridges. And it puts a lot of pressure here. So, with the saddle that fits, when the balance of the saddle is correct, then the rider's biomechanics can be correct. You can sit on the sit bones, not on the tailbone in a chair seat, not on the crotch in a fork seat. This is a wonderful bareback back. You could sit very correctly on this Haflinger bareback. If you closed your eyes, lift your chest, open your shoulders, how many people have read Sally Swift's book, Centered Riding? And anyone who has not should. If you are interested in biomechanics, it's one easy, understandable, clear image, things that you should read. But she talks about the praying Indian, which is when you are in balance, if you are sitting in the saddle and you open your shoulders and you bring your hands up, back, and down, and close your eyes, you will figure out if you are in balance or not. And if the horse walks away, the first thing that falls apart is where your imbalance is.
Indy's trying to make me get on bareback.
Well, let's see, you don't have a helmet and we have a halter.
Yes.
Nix.
I think she went to get a helmet.
She's mean. She's just mean.
I do ride in bareback.
But, well, this is a great bareback. This is...
I mean, he used to be a lot fatter.